Hey everybody, David Mars HVACR Design, and Mars HVACR Design School. And today I have the whole team together, and I just wanted to take a moment where we can tell you a little bit about the company, and then everybody can kind of introduce themselves. We want to go ahead and put a face to the name. For when you call in, you talk to us, you actually get to see who you're talking to now. So the company was started back in 2009. I started it with just one client, and then pretty much moved up from there of just over time, just incrementally building it over and over and over again until now we have a total of 6 full-time people. And then we also have 1 part-time person. And so let me go ahead and just introduce everybody. Our supervisor of HVACR design, James Bolton. Our accounts manager, Lanika Stewart. I can't talk today. All right, and then there is building sciences, Frank Disher. And HVACR designer, Latisha Furman. And our administrative assistant, Nikki Vanetta. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
You did.
But all right. So first, let's go ahead and we'll start with James. James, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for the company.
Well, like David said, my name is James, design supervisor, and some of my tasks are to help review projects when they come in, and then we gauge the skill levels to accomplish that project.
Hey, James, your audio keeps going in and out a little bit.
You hear me?
It's like you're underwater.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me put my headphones on. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll jump over to Lanika. Lanika.
Oh, snap.
She's like, no, not me next. All right, Lanika, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for the company.
All right. Well, my name is Lanika. I'm the accounts manager here at Mars HVACR Design, and I oversee the administrative department. I started here in April of this year, and that was as the administrative assistant, and I cross-trained in design. In June, I became our accounts manager while still fulfilling my role as administrative assistant. I just recently started training Nikki into becoming the administrative position so I can fully transition into my new role with the company. As the accounts manager, I correspond with our clients through phone and email, answering any questions they may have, discussing project details, the process of becoming a new client and sending in design projects to us, and handling requests for our building sciences team. I also review any projects entered into our project management system to make sure that we have everything that we need for our designers to accurately complete jobs in a timely fashion, and handle the financial side of the company with accounts payables and receivables, creating estimates, invoices, and processing payments from our clients. So if you need information on services and pricing, I'm the person to go to. And I also manage our social media pages for HVACR Design and our design school, providing informative videos and posts on the many aspects that go into HVACR design, the building sciences portion, and updates with our company. I graduated high school in 2008, took some college courses throughout the years, but I plan on returning to go back to school to complete my degree in business management and administration. And before I joined Mars, I was a sales trainer and recruiter for a contracting company with Verizon Fios. I was a retention unit rep and customer service agent for Geico, IT help desk administrator, veterinary assistant, and QuickBooks business advisor and account executive. So I gained a lot of experience in a lot of different areas before I found my forever home. And currently, I live in Virginia with my boyfriend and 2 sons who are in middle school and elementary school. I love animals, so my house is full of them. So I have 2 pit bulls, a leopard gecko, crested gecko, tokay gecko, and bearded dragon, a ball python. And I do have a rat that was supposed to be his food, but she was too cute, so now we have her. I enjoy painting and drawing, crafting, photography. I play video games, reading novels and comics, and collecting figures, and attending reptile shows. And I just like being with my family. And I'd say my favorite part of working for Mars HVACR Design, I can never get the acronym right, is the relationships I get to build with our clients, the growth and opportunity this company has given me and continues to give, and more than anything, our work family. Our Friday meetings are like the highlight of my week. And I like the fact that we get to share a few laughs, share innovative ideas and common goals for the company. We're a really strong knit team that feels more like family. So honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Linika. James, are you ready?
Oh, can you hear me now? Hello.
Oh, hey, we can hear James.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Whatever Lanika said was good. All right. So let's try this. Round 2. All right. Y'all know my name is James. I'm the design supervisor. So some of my tasks at Mars is to evaluate projects, look over stuff, assign the projects out to the proper people. Our team's always growing. And let's see here. Sorry, I'm a little lost. Some of the projects that I do are some more of the complex projects, the multi-system houses, the commercial projects, stuff like that. We do quite a bit of those. Some of my additional roles and secondary roles is I kind of back up everybody in the company as a fall safe and help out with other answering phones, accounts management, stuff like that. Let's see here. So some of my previous projects I worked on are quite all over the place. When it comes to air conditioning, I've done it all. Just about. I've done service, install, maintenance, warranty work, design, estimate, project managing, purchasing, field management. I've done it all. And some of the projects are small houses, guard shacks, all the way up to 5 and 6 system houses. I've done condos, townhomes, anywhere from 2 stories to the biggest one was 8 stories. And with a lot of commercial projects with sales spaces, garages, office buildings. One of the bigger projects I did was a pet hotel out by Disney. So that was a very interesting one. And let's see. So one of my other roles that I do that Lanika mentioned is our Friday meetings. I do thoroughly enjoy doing those because it gives us a good opportunity to all meet kind of like this. And we just kind of talk a little bit. And then we just go over, the week we had and the week coming up. And then we like to brainstorm. No idea is a good idea. So that's kind of it.
All right. Thank you, James. All right, Frank. Tell us
All
a
right.
little bit.
All right, my name is Frank, and I'm a building science specialist. Mostly, I do deal with the science behind how the outside of the house affects the inside of the house, or any type of building I work on. But that involves doing blower door and duct tests. Blower doors just tells you how much air you're losing in the house, how much gaps, if there's not proper insulation. It'll tell you how bad it is and if it needs to be fixed. And duct test is just to see how the duct system is built and see if it's built properly. You're not air conditioning the outside. I also am doing some training on doing some of the blueprint work too, drawing up manual J's and manual all that stuff. I'm not fully trained on that, but I'm going to be doing it soon. But again, I got nervous and messed up really bad. I was born in Toledo, Ohio, April 9th, 1993. I moved down here when I was a small child. Lived most of my life in Central Florida, where I went to Lakeport High School and graduated in 2009, which was a year earlier than I was supposed to graduate because I skipped a grade when I was in elementary school. I started working my first job when I was 13, doing odd jobs mowing grasses. And from there, I eventually, when I turned 18, started doing a labor job, such as Labor Ready, which is a company you jump to and just get side jobs from. And I've been working there trying to support my father because he can't work. And eventually I worked my way to here. And I haven't been here long, but I feel like I've already made myself a place here. I was raised on the idea that hard work and perseverance creates results, and that's what I always go for. I always do my best to be the best at whatever I do, and that's what I plan on with this company and anything that's thrown my way. So if you need something done right, you can always come to me because I'll make sure it's done at the best that can be done.
That's
Cool.
great.
Awesome, Frank. All right, now for Latisha. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My palms are sweaty, but my name still sweating. Hi everybody, my name's Latisha. I'm still within my first year here with Mars HVAC. I absolutely love it. My role here is the HVAC designer. I study the blueprints the contractors provide and input the proper information accurately into our software to not only design the most efficient duct layout for future construction, but we also provide a range of services. For example, a manual J. The manual J analyzes the influence of each individual aspect of a home's construction or the construction components, and how well it will meet the climate control requirements specific for certain areas, but that's all over the US. Each place has different requirements and building codes you have to adhere to. So it can get a bit tricky at times, but that's why you get James and David to help you out with that. So essentially, we take each individual home and the building properties and kind of break it down and put it back together into our system. And that ensures that the quality is met with the energy efficiency that everybody wants these days. I grew up and graduated in Elk Lake Senior High School. It was a little tiny town in Pennsylvania. I moved out to Virginia about 8 years ago with my family. Have a wonderful daughter. She's 4. Spit an image of me. She watches me work all the time, and she's like fascinated by it. I would consider myself a jack of all trades. I've worked everything, farm, growing up in Pennsylvania, armed security, customer service. I have plenty of years in that. Let me see. But this has been, I would say, the most rewarding job. The knowledge you gain is indispensable. The opportunity to grow, like Lanika was saying, is just endless. And my bosses and my coworkers are great people. They're great people to work with. If you have any questions, they don't make you feel dumb for asking, except James. But no, I'm just kidding.
Are you sure it's done?
Like, is that your final answer?
But yeah, it's been a great experience. And I learn something new every day. And, just wanted to thank everybody for taking the time out to watch our video and to learn a little bit about us individually. So you have a face to the name, and I hope you guys have a great day.
All right, cool. Thank you, Latisha. All right, Nikki, it is your turn. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for us.
All right. Well, as stated, I am Nikki. I started with the company in around June, like the end of June. I'm the administrative assistant. So basically what I do is I help coordinate putting new jobs into our project management tracking system, along with gathering any additional information needed so that our designers have everything that they need to do the job efficiently and correctly. And I have also been in charge of putting in old customer information along with financials. I was born and raised in King George, Virginia. Haven't been anywhere else. I don't see myself ever going anywhere else. I'm a small town girl at heart, even though this place is constantly growing. I'm a stay-at-home mom with 2 kids, with 1 on the way. So my hands are definitely full. But this company has definitely given me the opportunity to like help my family grow. And they have been so amazing when it comes to like my doctor's appointments and stuff that like any other company would pretty much give you crap for. They are just nothing but fully supportive here and help you with anything you could possibly need. Yeah, that's me. I'm boring, so.
All right, cool. Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, that's the one thing that I like to emphasize is that Mars HVACR Design, we do things differently than a lot of other companies. I've worked for a lot of companies in the past, and realistically, you punch in, you do your production, and if you can't maintain production, it's all about the numbers, it's about the margins, it's about the bean counters. And then if you can't produce at any point in time, you get shit for it, and then you get shit on for it. And I just don't think that's actually a productive way. I think there's a completely different methodology and approach to that. I always call it it's the human part of the equation. Profit is great. Profit is what we all need. Profit is what you have to have a business. But there's that human quality. You got to understand, I got to go on doctor's visits. I got to get my hair cut. There isn't always ample time after work to be able to do that different stuff. It's not a big problem. And then the way I look at it too is we're all adults. We all know what we need to do. Your responsibility. If you understand your responsibility and you understand what you're able to do, there's nobody that has to be there to hold your hand and be like, okay, well, come on, let's go ahead and do it. No, it's just, that's not necessary. I like to treat people like they're adults. And I like to have our core values establish things where it's understood that, we're going to need to go to the doctors. We're going to need to take time off for this, time off for that. And it doesn't count against you because that's just a part of life. I think a lot of companies hurt themselves in the long run by trying to crunch things too much like that. And I just don't think it works. But back onto some company stuff. We do heat load calculations and duct calculations for residential, commercial, and industrial. We also do the building sciences aspects of things where we'll test and do ResNet certified HERS energy ratings. We also do Energy Star verifications, and we do blower door and duct testing for code compliance in Florida. And so that's our primary focus. What we revolve around what we do, and I think we have a great team that everybody focuses on that, and everybody does a really kick-ass job at what they're trained to do. Let's see a little bit about myself. So let's see, I actually started in refrigeration back in 1997. Way in 1997. But I really didn't understand what I was getting into at the time. It was just a factory job. All I did was just build giant panels and then assemble the panels for walk-in coolers, walk-in freezers. Didn't really think much of it. And then after I had left there, I was working at a completely different factory for a period of time. And then I ended up getting into air conditioning. And then once I got into air conditioning, then that kind of set it off. And I could start seeing the importance of doing manual J's, the importance of, duct calculations, and especially the importance of them done correctly and done the right way. And through that, over time, I've worked in numerous positions. I have nowhere near the same amount of experience that James has with project management and installations and stuff like that. But I do have a tiny, tiny bit. Mine was mainly office, did a little bit of residential installations, project management for residential installs for whenever new units were sold. And then I also did sales for residential and commercial as well. So I did the estimating part and also the residential sales, when you got to go out and sell a whole brand new unit to somebody. And then I would oversee the crew that was installing the new equipment, make sure it was all done according to code. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Did a little bit of project management. That was more of one of those things where you just get kind of thrown into it. But I winged it at the time, and I was able to manage it and get through it. But I can say it was interesting. Not sure if project management is something I would definitely want to do on a full-time basis. A lot of intense stress on it. But Let's see. I was born and raised here in Florida, and native Floridian. That's right. I'm one of the crazy fuckers. But but no, my goal over the years was I want to say probably it was around 2006, 2007. I really started thinking about, could you make a company that does manual J's for other companies? You know, the big thing at the time was everybody was doing manual J's in-house, and everybody was, you know, they like to brag about their engineering departments or the people who could do the design and everything. But what I saw was it's actually a really cumbersome area because it takes a lot of resources to train somebody and then to keep them up to code. And so I thought about starting something that we can actually take care of that aspect for other people and for businesses. And a lot of people initially said that this would never work. They said that this was a dumb idea. But as you can see, it's actually very successful. We're able to help out a lot of companies out there. We're able to actually help out a lot of people. And we work with both really small companies and big companies as well. And we're just able to help everybody grow. All right. Anybody else have anything that they want to add?
This company's great.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And thank you all for watching. Y'all have a great day.